Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're having a good day. The markets have been really rallying since yesterday, so I've been pretty excited. Before I get into Jeff Williams' Market Navigator, I wanted to talk a little bit about an upcoming webinar that I'm running in conjunction with my friend Lance. He runs thetatraders.com, and we're actually going to do a webinar where we talk about how over the last year and a half, Lance has won 95 trades in a row using this one particular strategy that nobody really talks about. It's not just selling, options on Tesla or anything like that. It's very, very unique, very, very unusual, but very, very easy when you know how. And it's something I wish I'd learned probably like 10 years ago, and it would be my only strategy at this point. It's possible to make up to 40% a year in your account doing this. It literally takes seconds a week, depending on how many trades you do. So if you do 3 trades, each trade takes 10 to 20 seconds to place. It's a minute or so of work a week. Again, you can make up to 40% or more if you're aggressive, right? You could be really aggressive. In this strategy, though, Lance really focuses on being conservative in order to maintain that really high win rate. And when you win 95 trades in a row, you're pretty sure that the next trade is going to be a winner. So you don't have to sit there worrying when you place a trade, like checking it every few minutes, going, oh, is it going to go red, blah, blah, blah. So this is going to be really fun. We're doing a really, really fun webinar. We're going to talk about the strategy, how you can get started doing it. Basically, here are some of the details. I've put 99% win rate here. I've never lost one of these trades. Lance has never lost one of these trades. But of course, there will be losers eventually, maybe. We're going to go through the exact step-by-step system that the subscribers in Theta Traders are already getting with this. However, you can no longer get this service within Theta Traders. We've spun it off onto a different platform, just because like the value it provides is so high, it's ridiculous. It's really, really good. So we have tons and tons of good testimonials. Somebody mentioned in my previous video that they don't believe in testimonials. I believe in testimonials. A lot of these people that you can see below here are real people. You can reach out to them on Discord and talk to them. They're not paid for, or anything like that. They're paying subscribers. And the cool thing about this is you can use a lot of capital, but you can also start with a very small amount. Sometimes these really high probability strategies that win all the time often need a lot of money. Just for barrier to entry, you'll need like 50 grand or something. This one you can actually start with as little as $2,000. Technically less, but it'd be kind of silly to start with less than 2,000. So anyway, this will be happening at the end of July. So I think about the 24th is when we're penciling this in for. So if you come here and put basically in the link in the description below, and put your best email address in here, it will reserve your seat and you'll start to get some emails from me reminding you about the webinar and giving you some more information about what is coming up in the webinar. So it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. It's basically, with no time these days, this is like my go-to strategy, so it's really fun. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Jeff Williams' Market Navigator. So, for you guys that don't know, Jeff Williams is part of Raging Bull. He actually started working there when Jason Bond and Jeff Bishop started it about 15 years ago now. So he's been basically working there full time. He was a school teacher alongside Jason Bond, and it comes across. Every morning he runs a service called Market Navigator. It's one of the best services probably out there if you like to buy SPY options. And so all he does in the service is he buys calls or puts on SPY, and they're usually day trades. Sometimes he'll swing them, but often they're day trades. The thing that makes the service unique is the transparency and the hand holding. So he'll go live and do like a live stream inside the dashboard. In fact, it's probably live now. Let's go and have a look. Just realized I can probably show you guys since the market is open. So let's go into Market Navigator, and it'll be the chat room right here. Just let it load. Yeah, so he's live right here. So hopefully you'll be able to hear him talk in a sec. Kind of quiet. So he has the charts in the background, he's trading, he's looking at things, people are chatting in here. People love this service. I'm going to mute him just now. If you go to the link in the description below, you'll come to my Market Navigator review. All of the stuff I'm talking about here is in this, including one of the key things, which is the discount link to the Market Navigator service itself. It's the best deal you'll get. Check it out. I think you'll like it. So this is the chat room, and he'll often send out an alert saying, "Hey, bought SPY." You get it via the app. You also get a pre-market email. This is today's pre-market email. These are useful even if you're not planning to be around on your computer to trade SPY with Jeff every day. For example, you'll get a brief overview of the futures, also the other markets across the world. Crucially, the economic calendar. If you don't keep an eye on this these days, you can definitely find your positions in jeopardy. So if you're swing trading anything, the economic calendar showing like the CPI, for example, can really be useful. So there'll be some blurb about, jobless claims, blah, 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 anything relevant for that day. And then some of the key areas, you'll talk about what he thinks is going to happen with SPY. And then, of course, crucially, the trading plan, which is very simplified down here. And so it usually involves waiting for a pullback or a change in direction. And then you'll go with SPY puts. And this will be the trade of the day. The thing is that's important is you really do kind of have to be on the call here because the plan changes. Like the market price action might be different from what he suggests. So it really helps to be in here, basically listening to his analysis and going from there. So it's really good. Now, what makes the service so amazing for me, and I haven't had a chance to trade it recently, which is really frustrating, is he keeps a really good trading journal. So this is imported from his brokerage account. And what I noticed is he has a 93% win rate in June. So I can show you every trade from June. So it's this middle of July almost. So it's been a while, but this was the start of June right here. And so hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, zoom in a bit. Try and get it so we can see these things. Try and get here. And so it gives you every trade that he's done. And if you click on it, you get more information as well. And so you can see there was one small loss here for $10. And all these wins are $200, $300, $176. So you can see that in the whole of June, so this is just, let's see if we can scroll up. This is the problem, I zoom in and you can't really scroll up because the little sidebar disappears on the right there. So I'm just still scrolling up. These are all still June, so you can see all these wins. There was a reasonable sized loss, but there was only 2 losses in the whole of June. And this is him trading every day, sometimes multiple times a day. So that was that loss right there. And then we go all the way up to here. So this was the end of June. So you can see all these wins. It's got the open time, the strikes, what these were. So we can look at one in more detail. Let's just pick a good one and see what comes up. I think there was... Let's do like this one. So it says it was a call, June 15th. It gives the strike, gives the exact times, the prices, the size, just like everything. So pretty good. So I really like this transparency. I like the fact he won 93% of the time in June and there wasn't any huge losses. It was a great month. It's not always as good as that, but he does average about 77% win rate. Let's go and have a look. Try and get out of here again. Don't see it anymore. There we go. 77% win rate. And his losses are generally smaller than his wins. There's always an exception for that, but generally they're always smaller. This one looks like a giant loss, though. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. That's pretty bad. That was in July, so not so great. But overall, it's a really good service, especially if you start to learn how to trade these yourself as well. So you don't always have to use his exits or whatever. So most people I know are extremely happy with the service. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you're into education. Jeff's commentary all day is basically, it's gold because, well, it's not all day, but it's like for hours every morning, and it's really good. So let's have a look here. So let's go back into the chat room again, see if he's saying anything interesting. Takes a while to load. And we can look at some of the comments as well. Sounds like he did spy puts this morning. What is the market doing anyway? I thought we were pretty bullish. Yes. Let's go and have a look at the 1 minute. Oh yeah. So it does look like we're selling off. So I'm guessing he did put somewhere. Let's see, Roger Smith. Not seeing. Maybe he's talking about puts that he had overnight. He does hold them overnight sometimes. Let's see what we can see here. Oh no, he got puts here. So he got 449 puts. So we can look and see what time he got those puts at. Let's see. So that was 2 minutes after the market opened. So not so good. Alright guys, I think I'll call it a day at that. That looks like it's probably all I want to talk about today. Let's hope that works out. Make sure you check out the links in the description below. It will take you to the webinar registration right here, and also it'll take you to the Market Navigator review. And I'll keep updating this as time goes on as well. Anyway, hope you have a good day and talk to you soon.